Welcome back to your local hobby shop. Back at it again with another wrestling action figure review. Today we continue our review of WWE Mattel Elite Series 126 with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, or the original Tribal Chief, and Roxanne Perez. And well, it's been cool. We've got I feel like though we've gotten so many Roman Reigns these past couple of years though. But I am looking forward to this Roxanne Perez. We haven't seen her in a minute in the Elite collection. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into both their packaging and then we'll open them up. First, let's take a look at Roman Reigns for you mint on card people in the glass window. Looking pretty cool. Nice shot of him right here. Live action on the side. And another nice render of him on the back there. And from Pensacola, Florida, 6'3", weighing in 265 pounds. This finisher, the good old spear. Career highlights: undisputed WWE Universal Champion, and WWE Champion. And what does the blurb say? The head of the table faced Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a triple threat grudge match at WrestleMania 41, but without his wise man in his corner. Which I guess that didn't really matter. If you ever watched that match, it didn't really matter in the end, as Paul Heyman helped him out and then turned on him, and then he helped Seth Rollins ultimately in the end. So, but you see on the bottom some cross promotion of the other figures you can find in Elite Series 126, and be sure to stay tuned throughout the week on the channel as we will be ranking these 6 figures at the end. And moving on to Roxanne Perez's packaging, looking cool in the packaging herself. Nice live action shot of her on the side, nice render of her on the other side. And let's see what it says on the back. From Laredo, Texas, height 5'1", and her finisher, the ever trusty Pop Rocks. Career highlights: WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, NXT Women's Champion, NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. Whether on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, the Prodigy proved to live up to her name, becoming one of the youngest and most decorated superstars in WWE. And you can see on the bottom the cross promotion. But without further ado, let's break them out of their packaging and see what they're all about in 3, 2, 1. And here you see the OTC Albus packaging, looking pretty badass there, looking pretty cool. But anyways, let's move on to the figure. Let's move on to his accessories first. And all he really comes with is 2 secret pans. That's it. And of course, his other accessory is his Uafala. And not the first time we've seen this accessory in the Elite Series, so that's cool. And let's get into the figure itself. As you can see, let's get into the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Near perfection, I would say, on this head sculpt. They still can't seem to nail the tapered beard look with him, though. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being too picky, but this is a very solid head sculpt. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, except for that detail. And let's get on to the attire. Of course, well, it's not really attire, but his deco. Really good deco on the his signature tattoos here. Goes wraps way all around back. Very cool looking. He's got the white and black gauntlets with the Hawaiian design there, or at least on the left side. On the right side, he's got his black and white gloves. Very cool. Black cargo pants here, whatever you want to call them. And I like the look of his boots here. The white with the black is very nice. Looks very clean, as the kids say. But let's get into the articulation. Can he do the full 360? He can. Yep. Okay. Arms go a full 360. Yes, they do. How about a T-pose? How are those shoulders? They're good. They're good. A little tight for my liking, but that's okay. And I do excuse if you hear anything in the background. It's because we have somebody mowing the lawn. Okay. Ab crunch is there. Not too loose, not too tight. Good. Waist swivel is there. Very nice. Double joint knees. A little tight, but it's good. Not exactly smooth like butter, but tight. But you don't want them being too loose. Thigh cuts there. Oh, but the thigh cut, the right one has a good thigh cut. The left leg does not. How about, can he get it up for the big boot? Yes. Yes, he can. Okay, no factory issue here. Splitsies. Yes, he can do those Roman Reigns splitsies. Boot cut rotation right here. And, he's got toe articulation. And he's got foot articulation right here. And yeah, a very solid figure, but let's do a Roman Reigns comparison here. And here you see a Roman Reigns comparison, comparing him to his Elite Series 123. And like I said, I feel like we're getting Roman figures left and right. But hey, he is one of the top stars. He sells. The kids love him. and the adult collectors love him too. He has a lot of adult collector fans as well. But yeah, as you can see, I think maybe I'm partial on this. I think his Elite Series 126 has the better face sculpt. Of course, I feel like I like the attire a little bit better. Again, I'm more partial to red, but this white attire with the white accents and on the gauntlets and the boots is not bad either. But yeah, and there's your Roman Reigns comparison, and that is Roman Reigns Elite Series 126 in a nutshell. And here you see Roxanne Perez, the latest member of Judgment Day, or a more recent member of Judgment Day, out of her packaging, looking pretty cool. And it looks like a solid figure so far. But let's go over the accessories first. And of course, also just like the Tribal Chief, she only comes with 2 C-grip hands here. But let's move on. And of course, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Move on to the accessories. She's got this nice cloth jacket. Ooh, what a nice jacket here. What a nice accessory. I love it. And of course, it's Velcro. And let's see how hard it is to take off. It shouldn't be too hard to take off. It is not. It comes off very nicely, as you can see. And just love, we always love it when we get cloth accessories that come off easily here at your local hobby shop. And this is a great jacket, and it kind of brings the whole figure together. Let's get on to the figure herself. You know, I hear a lot of people saying they don't like this face sculpt, but I don't mind it. I think it's a decent face sculpt of her. At least you can, hey, if you can tell that it looks like Roxanne Perez from a mile away, I think it's a good face sculpt. But onto the attire. Of course, the black attire, black top, black tights. Oh, nice little attention to detail on the fishnets there. Love the deco on the fishnets, and then they got little holes in the fishnets. It's nice attention to detail. Black boots with the silver studs. Again, oh wow, that's so nice. I love the attire here. And of course, it says Prodigy on the back. Just wow, and the studs all around. Just a great attire. It's not the most flashy attire, but it's still really cool looking attire. And of course, she's got her little thing that hangs off. It does not come off, so just be careful with that. Though these stuff like this usually tends to snap you, so just be careful when you're taking it out of the package or whatever. And let's get into articulation for Roxanne. She can do the full 360, I believe. Yep, full exorcist. Full 360 on the arms. Yep. T-pose. Yep. Oh, it's actually kind of smooth. Kind of smooth. And of course, diaphragm cut here. Yep, she's got the diaphragm movement. Not kind of limited in the diaphragm movement, but what can you do? Oh, a lot of waist articulation here on the waist swivel. How about the double jointed knees? Yep. And the knee pads don't hinder the movement. Can she get the legs up for those big boots or super kicks? Yes, she can. Oh, smooth like butter. Wow, the articulation on this Roxanne Perez figure is very, very nice. Calf cut rotation here. Yep. Ankle rocker. Yep. And yeah, wow, what a really great figure. I think she's going to rank very high near the end. I do like this Roxanne Perez figure, just from my first impressions here. But before we move on with that, let's do a Roxanne Perez comparison. And here you see the Roxanne comparison. Of course, on the left here is her Elite Series 106 when she was NXT champion in her days down in NXT. And yeah, wow, so it's been 20 lines since we got the last Roxanne Perez figure from Elite 106 to Elite 126. That's wild. Like I said, it's been a minute. I will say, yes, this figure is definitely an improvement. The face sculpt looks a little better, in my opinion. This face sculpt, it kind of does not look like her. I get that she looked different at the time, too. She looked much more, without sounding offensive, she looked much more younger and had sort of a baby face and everything else. But, yeah. I will say this is an improvement, and the skin tone is a little bit better as well, in my opinion. At least that's how it looks in my book. And, yeah. That is Elite 126 Roxanne Perez in a nutshell. And there you have it, another action figure review in the books here for your local hobby shop. I'd say these are very two solid figures. Articulation was great on both of them. Very nice attires and very good deco on them. Yeah, Mattel knocked it out of the park with these ones, I believe. Now, are they the best Roman Reigns and Roxanne Perez figures? Well, the Roxanne Perez maybe, yes, because she doesn't have a lot of figures. But Roman Reigns, I'm pretty sure there's better figures out there of him. But still, I'd put him near the top if I was ranking Roman Reigns figures. But that does it for this video. And thanks to those who watch. If you made this far in the video, you are a real one. I appreciate your support. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these figures? You're going to pick both of them up? What are your thoughts on them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I want to know, please. And until next time, this is your local hobby shop signing out, and peace.